right, guys, so welcome to another episode of My Show Publishers, where we live that passive income life one idea at a time. So I wanted to do a quick video around the student debt relief plan. And if you're seeing my website that I have pulled up, I am on the studentaid.gov site. And the site is very busy right now. So if you're trying to go on, you are going to be delayed depending on what time of the day that you go on. I'm on in the morning, and they just released information about this debt relief about a day or two ago. So I wanted to go on the site to just show you what's on here. First and foremost, not everybody is going to have their debt relieved. And of course, not everybody is going to have everything relieved for their debt if you are qualified. It's up to $20,000. And we're going to look at some of these questions that people have in regards to it. So right now, it is still on pause for payments to your loan. So hopefully for anybody who was paying off their loan, you've been putting that money to the side just in case, it had to be paid later on. And what I mean by that is, if you are faithful and you're paying your loan, even if you're not faithful and you pay it every other month, whatever it is, if you were paying money down on your loan, when they put this on pause, hopefully you were taking that extra money and putting it to the side in an account, because when this came back up, you were going to have to start paying on it again. With that being said, for the people who are not going to get their loan relieved, it is going to kick back in, and it shows you here it's going to resume January 2023. So you got through the rest of this year to continue saving that money ready for this. And then January 2023, you're going to have to start back paying it again. And basically the first question they have down here is there anything that I need to do to extend my student loan pause through the end of the year? No, it's automatic. And then when it kicks back in January, there's nothing you have to do at that time either. So now let's go down to look at the questions about how do I know if I'm eligible for debt cancellations? And basically it's about the amount of money that you are currently making. So it says to be eligible, your annual income must have fallen below $125,000 for individuals. That means people who are not married, or $250,000 for married couples. So if you're married and the total amount that you and your spouse bring in is under $250,000, then you guys are eligible for this debt relief cancellation. If you are not married and just a single person, then if you make below 125,000, you're eligible for this. And the way that they're going to determine this is you're filing taxes, so they can automatically look at your taxes and tell if you fall below these particular numbers. And then it has on here, if you received a Pell Grant in college and you meet the income, which I just told you about, you will be eligible for up to $20,000 in debt collection. And then the next bullet says, if you did not receive a Pell Grant in college and you meet the income threshold, you will be eligible for up to $10,000 in debt collection. So it says if you didn't receive a Pell Grant in college, but you still have a loan, you're eligible for $10,000. If it was a Pell Grant and you received it, you're eligible for up to $20,000. And they say up to because if you don't owe $20,000, they're not going to give you $20,000 and then you have money left over. If you're eligible for up to $20,000 and you owe $10,000, they're going to wipe that out. If you're eligible and you owe $25,000, they're going to wipe out, $20,000 of that. You'll still have $5,000 left. But like I said, if you owe $10,000, they're not going to give you 20 and then you have an extra 10. So that's what that means, up to. They're going to wipe out whatever they can with the amount that you are eligible for. And that's what they explain down here. And they give an example. If you're eligible for $20,000 in debt relief, but have a balance of 15, you will only receive 15,000. So that's what that means. They're not going to give you anything extra. All right. And then down at the bottom, it says, what do I need to do in order to receive the loan forgiveness? And the main thing is they are going to have an application available that you need to fill out. It should be available before the end of the year. So what that means is, you have the loans that are paused until the end of the year. They resume in the first of the year. They're going to have that application available before the end of the year. Now, down here, it says if you would like to be notified by the U.S. Department of Education when this application is open, please sign up. So if you click on the Department of Education subscription page, basically it comes up here and you're going to see subscriptions. The first thing up here, it says Federal Student Loan Borrow Update. So I am going to, let me just type it in here so I can see when they send these announcements, and I can make another video on it. And sorry if I'm in the camera lens. I just wanted to go ahead and do this. So got mine up here. I'm going to sign up for that. And then, okay, privacy. Got to check this box. All right. So I just subscribed to it. So when it is available, they're going to send me an email and say, hey, the application is available. Now, the other piece I wanted to put on this video is, number one, I wanted to let you know what the debt relief was and how it actually worked and whether you are qualified for it. But the last piece of this, I just wanted to make sure that you are doing something with this so-called extra money you're going to be able, you're going to be able to have now. So if you're eligible and they wipe out the remaining of your debt, that means that you're going to have some extra money that you would have otherwise paid on this student loan. Make this beneficial to you, meaning that if you were paying, let's just say $100 a month that was going towards this student loan, or $200, whatever it was you were paying monthly, you need to now take that money and put it in a extra account. So if you don't have an emergency fund of, let's say, at least $1,000, you could now take that money that you're going to pay for this loan and start putting it in a different savings account, money that you can't get to immediately and start spending on something wasteful. Save that money, make that money work for you. Create you an emergency fund. You need to have at least 3 to 6 months worth of your expenses. So that means that if you have your bills and everything that you pay on is at least, well, not at least, but if it's $1,000 a month, you need at least 6 months worth of emergency funds. So that's 1,000 times 6. You need $6,000 in there, or 3,000. If you want to have 3,000 available. But the reason you need to do this is most Americans do not have an emergency fund. So if something happens, you get sick, you get a flat tire, something happens with your refrigerator, whatever that can come up as an emergency. If you don't have money available to help you, to take care of that emergency, that can cause more of a debt in your life. And of course, we don't want to be in debt if we don't have to be. I know things happen, but having different precautions like an emergency fund can help you with that. So that's one thing you can do with this extra money that's going to be coming in. The other thing is, if you already have an emergency fund, then start creating a retirement, account. Get you a Roth IRA, something that down the road, it can help you. You put money in a Roth IRA right now, and $100 each month goes into that, and it's it's being invested in something that is making you money, a mutual fund, an ETF, whatever it is. Look at it from the point of, this is extra money that I no longer have to pay off a student loan, but I'm going to make this money work for me. And this is how you do it: putting it in a retirement account, making that money an investment that can build on itself. So if this was a student loan that you thought you were going to be paying 2 or 3 more years on, because it was $10,000, take that $10,000 or that $20,000, make it work for you. So down the line, that money can turn into millions of dollars if you are investing it. You know, it's not hard to do, but this is definitely something that you need. So hopefully this video helped you guys out, let you know what the student debt loan program was about as far as the relief part of it, how you can sign up for it, you know, if you are qualified, and then to take that money that you would have been paying on that loan and start investing it so that it works for you. Thank you for tuning into our video. We'll see you on the next one.